guy's name is Travis Denning. He's a frequent guest on the show. He's a friend of mine, and over the weekend, he got engaged.
Yeah.
Come on. We talked about it in the skinny, Travis, but we wanted to hear it straight from your skinny mouth. How did it go?
Well, she said yes.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that was the greatest outcome I could hope for. But no, I had a show in New York City on Thursday night, and we spent the whole weekend there. And I planned on Saturday morning going to Central Park. Took her right to one of the water fountain thingies they got there. They got like 9 of them in there, and found a little spot by the water, and popped the question right there. And I don't know, I kind of blacked out during the whole thing. I just knew when I came to, she had the ring on, so I guess it went fine.
Did you have the ring in your pants pocket, your coat pocket, under your hat? Where was it?
I had it in my coat pocket, and I felt like I looked like the most awkward human in the world because I wouldn't take my hand off of it. Like, we were getting in and out of Ubers and taxis and, headed to brunch, and I just had one hand in my pocket the whole time, and I was like, she's going to know. And she never noticed, so apparently I must walk like that normally.
Did she know? Honestly.
I think she definitely knew it was coming. I mean, she roughly knew it was like October because some of her friends, when they try to get some info out of her, they weren't the most subtle, trying to like, well, what kind of ring do you like? Your buddy's looking for a ring. I'm just curious, which one do you like? And like, if you were going to get one, I mean, what size would it be? Just, hypothetically. And so I think she knew. And New York's her favorite city, so I think she definitely knew something was up.
Did you have her get her nails done? Were her hands taken care of before that?
Yeah, and that was another thing. She was like, I just need to have my nails and hair ready, and so I gave her a very rough time frame. And I think when she just got to New York, and we had all these plans scheduled. She was like, okay, I think it's going to happen here.
What did you say? Was it something you had planned out, or did you just kind of go by heart when you got down on a knee?
Well, when I got down on the knee, I just went by heart. But prior to that, I flew my buddy Katie up, who's a great photographer here in Nashville. And me and Madison, ever since we started dating, anytime we drank wine, we kept the wine cork and wrote down on it what we were doing. I mean, it was, when after a few went number one, I've got a wine cork from that. I've got a wine cork from just a random night we made cookies in July of 2019. And I put all those wine corks into a shadow box, and I had my buddy Katie actually plant the shadow box on a bench by the water fountain overlooking the lake at Central Park, and we kind of just happened up on it. And I'm like, oh, what is this? And I just picked it up and handed it to her and kind of was like, oh, it's all of our wine corks through all the years we've been dating and everything. And then she was like, oh, God, here we go. It's happening.
You know how Travis Denning is in love? The fact that he even knows what a shadow box is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, she has got him knowing and living in a shadow box, and good for her. I had no idea what a shadow box was.
I just thought a shadow box was the thing that follows Lunchbox around in the stunt. Oh, come on. That was good.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hey, so her father is, we've talked about it on the show, John Michael Montgomery, famous country singer. How did you ask him if it was okay to marry her?
Well, thankfully, when you had him surprise me that one time on the show, and you just flat out asked him what somebody would need to do, and he said, bring a 6-pack of Stella and a wad of cash. I tried my best. I just couldn't find a wad of cash. But no, he was at their house, and I was up there. He was actually working on his bus, and so I finally had him to himself, and I brought him a cold beer and just kind of told him, I said, hey, I really love your daughter, and plan on asking her to marry me in New York in October, and I'd love to have your blessing. And it was a great conversation. It went really well, and he obviously said, of course, and yeah, it was super easy.
Which were you more nervous about, asking him or asking her?
Oh, asking her. I knew that it'd be a good conversation with him, and we probably just end up talking about, just relationships and marriage and stuff. And I did. I won't lie. I got a little choked up though when I talked to him about it. And I don't know why, but it was like hard to get it out, And I was going, oh man, this is all very real. Just like when I first got the ring, I was like, oh man, this is really happening here, and the reality of it hits you, and it's all exciting. And I definitely cried when I asked Madison. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen.
Congratulations, buddy. Amy, any question for Travis Denning, who is recently engaged?
Well, when's the big day? Do y'all have it planned?
We don't have a day yet, but she's actually currently getting her master's, and so we're thinking probably after that. So probably spring 2023.
Oh wow! Wow! That's a long time.
It seems like,
it's like Raymundo. That took 7 years for him.
I was just going to say next spring,
yeah,
2022.
Me too. Wow. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it seems like a long time, but I mean, now that we're back on the road, like months just fly by at a time for me. So I feel like it'll be here before we know it.
Will you sing to her at your own wedding?
Will I sing?
Yes, at your own wedding. Will you sing?
Well, she's shaking her head at me, so I don't know if
is she there with you right now?
Yeah, she's right.
Well, let me talk to her.
Okay, here.
I don't know if she was shaking yes or no.
Oh no, she just ran out the.
Oh, come on. Okay, listen, Travis, congratulations. Full disclosure, I knew it was happening. I invited Travis to come out to Austin and do some playing with us too, and it was like, hey, can't. And I was like, yes, you can. Nothing is on your tour schedule. No, I can't. I'm looking at your schedule. And he was like, I can't. I'm going to be.
Trust me.
And then I was like, oh, got it. Got it. So, dude, super pumped. You got, she's great. You're fine. It's a good mix.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. We're so excited. And honestly, that I've had that ring for almost 2 months now, and I'm just so glad I finally gave it away. It was burning a hole in my pocket, and really excited.
Travis Denning engaged. I never thought I'd see the day. There he is. And by the way, they're getting married in 2027, so we're really excited about that too.
Yep.
All right, Travis.
As soon as I retire from music. Yep.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, Bobby. Thank you, guys.
See you later.
This is a Bobby Bones Show.